Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on euro currency. So this week we do not have a lot of economical events, so mostly some statistics, mostly the PMI releases as in European Union, as United States. So that's why from the economical point of view the action overall was not really very significant. These few events will be on the next week as well. But at the same time, you're known as involving of the political events. And you probably know about the accident in the Iraq, and it makes impact on the markets across the board. So on the crude oil market, the value of the safe haven assets, especially the Japanese yen and Swiss franc. It's also in the gold market has rallied, and that probably situation tells that politics again starts to be involved in the markets and economical factors. So it makes it a bit more complex to analyze the markets in the nearest future, but still we'll try to do the best from the patterns that we have right now. On the euro currency, in two words speaking, long-term situation depends on the way how fast market will start to show the upward action. Despite that bounce up from the 109 lows, 108 lows have happened, market still can't show very significant upward action and stands relatively close to the invalidation point. And to keep the bullish scenario, market has to turn to stable growth. That's what we have in the longer term perspective. At the same time, 1230 area is really a solid barrier. Why? Because today we calculated the new pivots for the coming year, for this year actually, and 1221 is the yearly pivot point on the euro currency. It already has been tested. This is the first moment. Second, here we have the resistance and the upper border of the channel, the downside channel on the weekly chart. So you could take a look at the weekly analysis, you will see what I'm talking about. So for euro currency, the 1225, 1230 area is absolutely important to break. So this will be a very important level that market has to break to the upside. That's what we will keep an eye on euro currency within the few weeks. Meantime, on the beginning of the next week, as you can see, the pullback that we have discussed last week has happened, and as we already talked about it in our Friday's update, we said that we are now considering chances to go long because overall upward action stands bullish. Trend is bullish in all markets mostly, on all time frames. On the weekly, on the monthly now, its trend has turned bullish as well. And here on the daily, trend also stands bullish by the MACD indicator. Direction is also bullish. And currently we just considered the levels where we could try to take the long position. Yesterday, or on Friday, we have talked about the first minor level on the follow time frame chart, but market hasn't shown any respect and dropped further right back down. Now, as you can see, it stands 1140, 1130 area, which is the first fib support on the daily chart. Another important moment that we'll keep an eye on next week is the MACD predictor line. So you can see in the beginning of the next week, market could start flirting with this line, and if any grabber will be formed, that will be a very good moment for taking the bullish position. At the same time, on the follow time frame chart, you could see that this level is not just a fib level. This is also confidence support. There's two levels stands around, and also this is the monthly pivot point. The action that we were waiting for on Friday has happened only right from this level, not from the first fib support that we discussed on Friday, but market has dropped further to the 618 level, and only after that the reaction that we have expected to get finally has been shown. So here we have the perfect morning star pattern, which carries the features of the bullish engulfing. So that tells that if even market will not turn to the rally directly, at least some kind of the ABC reaction here has to happen, at least the probability suggests that. And we could consider possible taking the long position. Consider the minor retracement down inside of the body of this pattern already has happened. So it means here is the point where we could consider taking the long position against these lows. On the hourly chart, you could see that this recent drop also has hit the OP target. So on Friday we talked about the COP and we said these lows should be taken out. But take a look, market indeed has taken out the lows, but hasn't stopped, hasn't shown any reaction, just continued dropping. And reaction has been formed only by the end of the day. And currently we have a kind of the hand and shoulders feature, something of that sort. This is definitely not the pure pattern because it doesn't hold the ratios that should be between the shoulders and the head. But in general, overall shape stands very similar to the hand shoulders, but currently we're mostly watching for this retracement. So it's around 50% support market stands right now, and we could consider taking the position from one of these levels. So you can see that 1145, 1158, it's a very small difference between them. So it doesn't have really significant meaning from which level we could consider taking the position. In general, we will do this against these lows. So if market indeed at least have some degree of the bullishness and have chance to go up, it should hold these lows intact because currently we stand at the strong support. Actually, we have agreement at the confidence support because we have the OP, we have the confidence, and we have the bullish pattern in place. So all preliminary action that we need for taking the position is done. Now we could consider possibly taking the long position. At least that should be kind of the A, B, C bottom D action, but potentially following the logic that we have on the daily chart, theoretical market should return right back up, trying to challenge the 1225 area. So that's two different scenarios that we will keep an eye on. So minimal target is a kind of the ABCD pattern here. Ultimate target that we will keep with this setup that we have right now in place is a chance that market will try to break this resistance. So these two objects that we set right now for a common week and that we will keep an eye on.